Hello guys, this is the Student Pets channel and today we will give you 10 great tips to better understand your doggy. But before we go to the video, subscribe to the channel and leave your like, because this will help our channel to grow. Who has never thought, like in those movies where you talk and your dog answers you out loud? Although they don't speak this way, dogs can communicate in other ways, such as canine language. Here are some tips to help you understand your dog. The language of dogs. Growls, barks, and also mainly body signals are part of the canine language. They are signals that need attention within a context, and they are known as calming or soothing signals, because their function is to show discomfort, relieve nervousness, and also stress, make them feel safe and settle down with other dogs, and people watching them also feel safer. Avoid fights and also threats, or even form friendships. Ruggers, 2011. Wolves send these signals even more clearly than dogs, because avoiding conflict is a matter of survival for them. All dog breeds send distress signals, some more obvious, some more subtle, and some dog breeds send more or less signals than others. This may depend on their physical condition, but some dogs may also have some difficulty sending and also understanding these signals due to their abandonment. For having their own repressed signals, or for not having lived with their mother and siblings, but it is still possible to learn through observation and training, always with positive reinforcement. Now let's go to the 10 tips and examples of signs for you to understand your dog. In the book The Language of Dogs, The Signs of Calm, 2001, Turid Ruggers, who is a Norwegian trainer, has collected more than 30 signs. And these are just some of the examples and tips on how to understand, recognize, and even practice them. Tip 1. We should always observe the signs in context. There are some signals, such as sniffing and yawning, which can simply mean that your dog has just woken up from a nap or he is smelling something. Therefore, we always have to look at the context in which the signal occurs in order to interpret it in the right way. Several signals can also occur simultaneously. Tip 2. Yawning. This may indicate discomfort and insecurity, or it may indicate that your dog is trying to calm down. They do this when they encounter other dogs, when faced with a new situation, or when they are being reprimanded by the trainer, for example. We can use this signal when we meet a dog that we have just met or that is more insecure. Tip 3. Turn your head, look away. It can be quick or long, turning the whole head to one side. When he also puts his ears back. This is used to indicate some discomfort. As an example, when a child hugs your dog and he turns his head away, or when another dog approaches too quickly, or to ask the other to calm down, we can also use these signals. Tip 4. Squinting. This is friendly and non-threatening. We can use it in the same situations as in the previous tip. Tip 5. Walk slowly or make slow movements. They do this to calm themselves down. It can be used in front of other dogs or when you call them in an irritated tone. We can use it when a dog is afraid or to calm him down. Tip 6. Sniffing. It can be fast or slow, keeping the muzzle on the ground until the conflict situation is over. It shows that he doesn't want conflict. Tip 7. Wagging his tail. It is not always an expression of joy, it can indicate fear. For example, when the dog gets close, squats, and even urinates, or it can still be a sign of aggressiveness. Many dogs wag their tails before a confrontation. Tip 8. Turn or spin around. He may do this to reduce the intensity of play or in situations that seem out of his control. For example, when another dog growls at him or when his owner is angry. Tip 9. Nuzzle licking. This can be a very quick flick of the tongue across the muzzle or even a longer flick of the tongue touching the muzzle. This shows a sign of discomfort. Your dog is trying to calm down. Tip 10. Play position. The dog tends to lower his front paws and raise his buttocks. This is an invitation to play with him. But when used in front of other animals such as horses and cows, this can indicate that the dog is not feeling very confident about it. But how important is it to know and interpret your dog's signals? Learning to recognize and also interpret the signs is very useful, because it can greatly improve our interaction with our dogs and avoid conflicts. With them, we understand that the dog is not feeling guilty for something he has done. He is simply asking us to calm down, or that we can interrupt an interaction if we notice that your dog is not well. Not to mention that understanding your dog will make your day-to-day life and your socialization with your pet much easier. It is also extremely important to understand that no bite just happens. The dog is always trying to avoid conflicts, and he sends signals that show discomfort and they try to calm down. But if these signals are not respected, the dog will move on to the next step, which would be growling and even biting. And in this case, there is no reason or motive to be aggressive with a dog because the mistake of not respecting it was ours. And to finish, the last analysis, we have a choice. We can simply ignore all this, or we can try to understand and learn from our dogs to improve their quality of life and our relationship with your pet. So that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to leave your like and follow our channel. A big hug to all. I went to